Hey Pisces, let's do your money story for the week of July 8th, 2026, or when you find this message is when you're meant to receive it. Let's call in spirit and see what's going on. Okay, Pisces, let's see what your money story looks like for the week. I hope that you're all doing well. Today is Wednesday, July 8th, so this will go Wednesday to Wednesday. This week, I apologize for not getting it out on Money Monday, but you know what? Life happens. And let's see what your money story is looking like this week. I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards here, and then we'll pull some tarot cards. I hope that you're all doing really well. It's been a really strange energy this week. I'm not quite sure how I can put my finger on it. We're in a retrograde right now, so there are tests, a lot of tests that are going on right now. So if you're feeling tested by any means, put that in the comment section down low. Let me know what's going on because I'm feeling it too. Spirit, message. What is the money story for Pisces? The week of, I turned one over. There's the other one. The week of July 8th. There's one more in here that was turned over by Spirit. There we go. Oh, all right. So we have wealth. You are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the great work. And we have love life. Free from problems and money trouble. Enjoy the passion of love. Love and be loved. I feel like, it's almost like self-love here, Pisces. It's like you're walking through the storm on your own and you're coming into abundance. And the abundance isn't necessarily monetarily. We'll pull some tarot cards here, but it's almost like there's a wealth of prosperity when it comes to loving yourself is what I'm feeling here. Love and be loved. So free from problems and money troubles. Enjoy the passion of love. Love and be loved. You are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the great work. And you're walking alone. It's almost like, you can see through the hand here in this image. This is like holding your own hand through the changes that you're going through and bringing in more abundance in your life here. Beautiful. Let's pull some tarot. Pisces money story, Spirit, for the week of July 8th, 2026, or when my viewers are viewing this message, please. If you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to do that. If you like my readings, any subscribing or hitting those like buttons does really help my channel grow, and it is so appreciated. Share the wealth, share the money, share the likes, share it all. Okay, let's see what's going on. Spirit, money story for Pisces, the week of July 8th, please. What do they need to know at the time they're viewing this message, please, Spirit? We have the Nine of Swords reversed. We have the Ten of Pentacles, beautiful. There is that wealth. There's that legacy, Eight of Swords. And we have the Star card. My goodness, back of the deck. We do have the Chariot in the reverse position. So in the shadow for what you don't see, there may be an underlying feeling of like giving up or like you've almost lost direction. This is the underlying feeling that you don't see. You may be feeling like you're not going in the direction that you would hope that you could go in at this time. There's like opposing forces at play here. I feel like it's really about self-discipline and loving yourself through this. There's an abundance of wealth that is yours for the taking as you move towards it. So when you move towards it is when you'll receive it. And moving towards it is by loving yourself. So being free from people and problems and enjoying the love that you have for yourself is going to help you move towards that wealth and prosperity. So it feels like, you know, really self-discipline at this time, really being disciplined about what it is that you want in life, what makes you happy, what is wealth to you, what is prosperity to you, because it's different for everyone, okay? I am seeing that you're feeling better. You're going through some type of recovery right now. You're learning how to cope and do things on your own. I do see something as an inheritance or a financial security, where it is family money, abundance, privilege, ancestry, something like that, long-term success. Take it as it resonates. And, you know, I feel like you need to get out of the negative thought pattern and start creating a thought pattern of hope, renewal, rebirth. You know, as we see the star card here, there's a lack of movement on your part to move towards what it is that makes you happy, that gives you the love of yourself. When you find the love for yourself and you move towards that love is when you're going to find the wealth and prosperity here, Pisces. But there's a lack of movement on your part at this time. Let's clarify. Please clarify the Nine of Swords. I feel like, you know, by loving yourself here more, Pisces, you're going to attract the universe to bring you more things, is what I'm feeling. When you can get to that place of loving yourself, the prosperity will follow. The wealth will follow. The money will follow. And I feel like that's the major theme of this reading this week, is about self-love. Walking towards loving yourself more is going to attract the abundance. So you have to learn how to love yourself. And all of that other stuff is going to follow. So we do have the Death card in the reverse position here. I feel like you're going through some type of recovery. But we are in retrograde. So there could be some repeated patterns that are coming in to test you another time or one last time. So keep that in mind. Please clarify the Ten of Pentacles. So we have the Five of Swords here. I feel like you could be have a reconciliation with family perhaps, or there could be some past resentment when it comes to family. But you're coming to some type of resolution, and it could mean an inheritance. It could mean, you know, finding that financial security here. There is some type of peace that's coming in with the family unit or the home unit, where there is some type of security or long-term family-rooted ancestry, something like that, where there's a sense of a dynasty. There could be family money there. And by making a resolution or resolving a problem, it's going to help you bring in that financial security. Please clarify the Eight of Swords. So we have the Eight of Pentacles here. So you have this self-imposing, like playing the victim kind of card here with the Nine of Swords, or the Eight of Swords here. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles covering it up. So it feels like, you know, to clarify, it's like having a commitment to working hard, having high standards. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're limiting yourself. You're not limiting yourself to have high standards in life. Perhaps, you know, you have a certain standard that you have when it comes to love, perhaps, okay? Or the type of person that you want to attract, or a person within your family, okay? You have certain standards that you feel that are important, and you need to commit to those standards in order to master your craft, in other words, in order to bring in that abundance. Please clarify the Star, please, Spirit. I really feel like this week's message is all about self-love, loving yourself, even those high standards that you have, loving the high standards that you have. By loving yourself and what is truly important to you is going to lead you towards the wealth and abundance, the prosperity. So keep up the great work. The great work is here with the Eight of Pentacles here. That's the great work, okay? Working hard, being fearless, okay? And having, dedication towards something. In your thoughts, in other words. So it's like understanding that life can be difficult, but there's also a standard, a high standard that you have, Pisces, in order to create an environment and a life that you feel that you are entitled to, or not even just entitled, but like you deserve it, Pisces. We do have the Ten of Wands here, clarifying the Star card. I feel like, there's a lot of hope after carrying a very heavy burden for a long time. What is the outcome here for Pisces and their money story, please? We do have the Eight of Wands, or the King of Wands. I don't know why I said that. And then we have the Five of Wands reversed. So the outcome here is that you're really a natural born leader here with the King of Wands. To have and hold that power of entrepreneurship, being diligent, standing your ground, keeping your standards high. Okay? Finding harmony and peace within in a situation, perhaps within family unit here, to release the tension and the conflict. I feel like that's what's going to be going on here. You're a hard worker, okay? You're dedicated to your work. You have high standards. And I feel like what's happening here is there's a family unit where you're going to bring in peace. You still have your standards here, okay? You've taken on a lot of stress here, but there is renewal and hope after the mending of fences, perhaps with this family unit. What is the advice here for Pisces? Things are looking up for you. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. There is change coming in for you, Pisces. So there's definitely a renewal here with the Four of Swords. It's time to kind of retreat, find the peace within a situation. It's going to bring in change for you. You're stuck in an old karmic cycle and it's time for the change. Let's pull a message from the universe to finish up your money story here, Pisces. The main message here is to find the love of self, even with all your quirks, even with your standards that are high, even with you reconciling with others that may not necessarily understand you. Loving yourself is going to lead you towards the prosperity and wealth that you so much want. Spirit, message from the universe to finish up the reading for Pisces, please, Spirit. It says, love yourself more. What did I say? I can't make this up. I can't make it up, Spirit. I can't make it up. Love yourself more by saying no to the things that feel draining and burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please other people is a real act of self-love. And by loving yourself, it's going to bring in wealth, prosperity. So keep working on loving yourself, Pisces. That's where the real abundance comes in. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the hype button, hit the like button, hit all the buttons if you want to. And I will see you tomorrow for your daily. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.